Welcome back to another video. It's King Yeti. Make sure you guys definitely join up on the Discord so we can chop it up and do some live QA to where we're solving questions and problems or anything you may see, even if your homeworks or type of work you may be doing in freelance or anything that's not controversial or anything against for you to show within the Discord, and we can definitely solve it. But we're here to show you guys the select all on behalf of CYBE, and mainly these questions can also be used in a period of time to shorten your time of solving different types of questions we may be doing together or maybe doing on your own ventures, to where it's say, hey, I need to select all, or hey, I need to delete all, to reuse that in another program and to change it based on the particular field you may be using or particular table you may be using. So a lot of these simple stuff, simple problems, simple occurrences that may come in your coding endeavors will really exist to where you're reusing it for different cases. So let's go ahead and break this down. There's not much to break down, but I generally want to give you the idea of what to break down, right? So I already said this in two other videos in a SQL fashion of revising and selecting different queries. Simple stuff, but you can also use those and reusing for different projects and programs you may come across in your computer science journeys. So there's only one part, maybe two, if you want to get real detailed to break down. Query all columns attributes for every row in the city table. So the city table is described as follows. This is from the previous two videos: the field and the type, the ID number, the name varchar 217, country code varchar 23, and district varchar 220, and a population number for the very last field, or the very last field on the table. So generally, if you want to be real specific, you can query all. Query all was from the first one, and you are selecting, right? We're just going to go straight into a selecting from this case. So let me still write this because it's also good to where that's coming from. Yes, I controlled enter to go to the next line. To be more specific, query all columns, and then you can break it down to in the city table. So in the city table, we can say this means in SQL that it is talking about the city table. All right. So you can one line it like it just says right here. We can copy this and observe what this means, right? So query all columns is selecting everything for every row in the city table. So you might see a change of words or a change of pattern. Understand that it's going to mean the same thing, right? Understanding different kinds of words, multiple words, increasing your vocabulary can really help in solving a problem. So you can get straight into it for a particular company, for a particular job, for a particular business. And even when you break it down, you're not stumbled at any point because it is using a different set of words and a different pattern within a sentence. So all this means is what we wrote up here. So let's go ahead and put this in the language. We're in MySQL. Select everything from city, the city table. You just write city for the name of the table, and that's really it for this. So let's go ahead and run the code, and you have selected all the columns within the city. So depending on the type of database you could be using, could have different information, but in general, this is how you would interpret it within one sentence and breaking it down into one to many sentences if you need to. So in this case, you will generally want to break this down into one line, right? So the third line right here, because you don't want to break down every single part when we get more advanced and when you see in your freelance journey and your business ownership in your job that each and every point of selecting or each and every point of examining the problem is going to take longer and longer and longer when you see a harder scenario where a client is facing repetitions within the database, and then your sharding or your indexing is a little bit off from when you first initialize your database on your local machine to where the server isn't really helping this particular client because the indexes are messed up. So you have to break that down within less lines, because you break down each and every point, you're going to take longer on that material or that type of problem. So each and every point that we do, this has to become one line. It can't be 1, 2 to 3 lines. It has to be one line at the end of the day. So this is where we broke it down within the one video, the second video, so the third video, and we should be getting better. We should be progressing with our computer sciences journey to where we're seeing this and we automatically know, hey, this is selecting everything from city, not I don't know what curry or all means. This is selecting everything from city from this one line. So, and over time you'll get better. Over time you'll get better, and you'll be able to break down all types of questions and sentences and being able to read and comprehend to a point where you can read 3 paragraphs of one problem and break it down to a client and be able to solve it within 1 to 2-3 days. And you're going to have to do DML. You're going to have to do a whole lot of sub languages within SQL eventually. So let's go ahead and be running already. Let's go ahead and submit. And that's really it. So, and since it passed the run code doesn't necessarily mean you'll pass the submit code, because there's different test cases, right? And when you're doing test cases, you want to do regression testing and also do your QA systems as well. So thank you for watching. That's pretty much how you simply break down the question, and then how you would go into each and every part of the question and making it one line. Because I'm telling you now, it's going to get harder and harder and harder to where you shouldn't have to break down the question multiple times. You should read a sentence and understand, okay, this is for this, and understand different kinds of problems within a particular scenario for a client or for a business or for a job. So thank you for watching. I'm really planning on doing these QA live streams and going more into different types of questions, into other types of databases and other languages, and really seeing you guys' reactions. So thank you for watching. Thank you for coming through. Definitely join the Discord, and I'll see you guys in the Discord and even in the Twitch live streams for gaming as well. Thank you for watching, and peace out.